Hey everybody, this is Bob KK4DIV, and I bought the cheapest HF radio I could find on eBay. Did I get scammed? Was it a ripoff? Or will this radio actually perform in a portable operating and parks on the air environment? Let's find out. Alright, so this is the box it came in right here. It's kind of small. Actually, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but this is a little HF radio. It's an 8-bander. And why did I get this radio? Well, honestly, I'm a sucker for inexpensive radio equipment that I can use in a portable environment, and maybe this will give some people an idea about what you can do with your money and not spend a whole lot of money. That's the thing, is not spending a whole lot of money. But let's get into this box right here. Right here. Let's see. There we go, like that. So what do we get in the box? We get some bubble wrap. We get the tiniest little microphone. Seriously though, look at it. It's so small. Yeah, I wonder what the audio quality is going to be on something that small. But it is a small radio, so you get a small microphone. This is the radio right here. So let's open this bad boy up. It's in some plastic wrap. I already see a problem. You don't get a power cable with this thing, so I'm going to have to, looks like the same one my RS 918 uses, so we could probably use that. Let's get rid of this box, it's in my way. Let's see, you got some ports on here, mic key, cat, push to talk out, HP, I don't know, Hewlett Packard. I don't know what that means. KJ1 and KJ2. There's no instructions in this box, so you're just kind of left to your own. I'm going to have to go online and see instructions and all that, but very minimalist what you get in the box. You get a microphone and you get the radio. But it feels, it's got like an aluminum case. It's metal, so that's kind of nice. Look how small this is. Talking about backpack portable, I'm going to be very interested in seeing how this works. This is actually kind of exciting. So no power button, no other buttons at all. Just a knob on the front. I'm guessing there's, oh, there is a couple. Okay, so there's a menu button and a exit button right under the knob, so there is a couple of buttons there, but no power button. So either it's a press this knob to turn it on, or it's just going to be powered on when you plug it into DC power. Like I said, there's no instructions, so we're going to have to look those up online. It comes with a BNC connector on the back for your antenna. And yeah, it looks like these are all just kind of microphone jacks there. So okay, all right. So the KJ1, KJ2, that's where your microphone plugs into. I don't know what KJ stands for, but I could tell they're two different size plugs, and this uses one of those Kenwood style, I guess you could say that is, plug that plugs in like that. And yeah, look, it's so small. It's so small. Holy crap, that's small. Anyway, that's what she said. Anyway, no. It's a tiny little radio. Man, okay. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about this. I'm just going to kind of read this off the eBay listing here. Like I said, I did get this off eBay. It was the least expensive HF radio I could find on eBay. So let's talk about what it is. This is the uSDX USDR SDR transceiver all-mode 8-band HF ham radio QRP CW transceiver. So this is all mode, but in the end it says CW. It had me confused right there. I was like, no, this is all mode. They just put CW transceiver in the description there, the title. But it's USB, LSB, CW, AM, FM with LCD screen with mic. It doesn't say it comes with a power cord. But yeah, the picture it doesn't look as small as it actually is. I mean, this literally palm-sized. So this is a QCX clone, I'm guessing. This is a shortwave QRP SSB CW transceiver. The ultra small size makes it easy to carry for outdoor use. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It adopts the 1602N LCD screen, built-in speakers. Well, if it's got built-in speakers, I guess there's some holes in the front. Maybe that's where the speaker is. I'm wondering, this is a speaker mic, so maybe that's what they're talking about. Support to connect PC and use FT8, JS8, FT4, and other digital modes software controlled. Support CW automatic decoding. Now this might be where it shines. You know, it's a 5-watt transceiver, and I'll get to that in a minute, but it says 3 to 5 watt. That's gonna be tough on sideband. Trust me, from experience, I've got an 817, and 5 watts is just really tough sometimes, especially when the band conditions are not so good. It's nearly impossible. But this little thing might be decent on, you know, the FT8 modes, JS8 call, FT4, those kind of digital modes. 5 watts, you know, you can do a lot with 5 watts on those modes. And of course, CW, you can do a lot with 5 watts in CW. And this would be it'd be interesting to see how, if this is a decent little CW transceiver. I don't do CW, but maybe I could put it into the hands of somebody that does do CW and they can see how it does. Features, it's 8 bands. It's 80, 60, 40, 30, 20, 17, 15, and 10 meters. It can reach 3 to 5 watt power. It can reach high emission efficiency, 80, 60, 40, 30, 20 efficiency is higher than 85%. 17 and 15 is higher than 80%, and 10 meters efficiency is higher than 70%. That might mean you might not get your full 5 watts, I'm guessing is what that means when they're talking about efficiency. Ultra small size, it's in millimeters. Millimeters means nothing to me. Give it to me in inches. I live in the US. I'm sorry the rest of the world, but millimeters don't mean a whole lot to me. If you give it to me in inches. I guess if I would have read that and actually measured it out, I would have understood how small it is. But this thing is small. Continuously tunable through bands 160 through 10 meters. So I guess that means it's got general receive. If it's continuously tunable, that's pretty cool. What's its use? Who would benefit from this radio? Who would enjoy using this radio? I would say a backpacker. First and foremost, a backpacker on a budget. This radio is $125 plus shipping to get this radio delivered to your door from China. You know, $125 really isn't that much. And yeah, I'm a big fan of equipment on a budget. Because I'm not rich. Now, I will say I do have the IC705, and that's a great radio, but not everybody can afford a $1,000 radio. And honestly, I can barely afford a $1,000 radio. It's a fantastic radio, the IC705, but for somebody that's on a budget, a radio like this could mean a lot to somebody. It allows them to participate in those portable activities. Parks on the Air, Summits on the Air. You know, for $125, that really opens up those activities to a lot of people. All right, so we've talked about the specs, we've talked about the use. Let's get out and see what we can do with this radio.
As well, and he has some now too, so I got to be real proud and happy about that he's still able to come on here and do other things, some other things anyway. I'm lucky though, you know, knock on wood, but I've not ever had too many health problems, and but I better not talk about it or I might start having some. I'm really fortunate in this next one. The only health problem I have is when I fell off the shower. It took me a while to recover from that.
Kilo Kilo 4 Delta India Victor. All right, roger that. Thank you for the activation there. You're about a 5.5 into Northwest Florida here in Panama City. Back to you. I'm sorry, you faded on me there. What was the question? Yeah, name here is Bob. Bravo, Oscar, Bravo.
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Julia. I have you 5-8 to Park Kilo 4-1, Kilo 4160. Copy the 5-8 into Mississippi Gulf Coast. Thank you for the contact, 73. QRZ?
So that was KD9 RUG in Park Kilo 4160. And we were able to log a contact with a little micro SDR transceiver here. Pretty cool. Kilo Kilo 4 Delta India Victor. All right, copy the 1519er up there in Canada. You are about a 5x3 here in Panama City, Florida, in Northwest Florida. Got a little bit of somebody on an adjacent frequency here, so it's a little bit hard to read you, but we got you. So thanks for the activation. We'll say 73 and let you get back to it. Have a good day. KK4DIV. So I was able to go out on the front porch, hook this radio up, and make a few park on the air contacts. Now, the antenna I used was my in-fed antenna with the 9-to-1 Unan, and from experience, that antenna hasn't always performed real well using QRP. However, today, with this radio, band conditions probably were in my favor, but I was actually able to make 3 park on the air contacts using this little radio and that in-fed antenna. In the test, I did hook it up to also the same antenna to the IC705 and listen to see what the difference would be in the audio between the micro SDR radio and the IC705. The IC705 does have a better audio quality, but it's a $1,000 radio. You would expect it to have a better audio. It's not really a fair comparison at all, but for what this little radio is, I think it did pretty good. So that brings us to the question, would I recommend this radio? And that all depends, once again, on what you're wanting to do and what your expectations are. If you're just wanting to have a small radio that doesn't cost a lot, you can throw into your backpack and carry with you just to play around on when you're hiking or something, yeah, this radio might fit the bill for that. But if you're a hardcore soda activator or a hardcore park on the air activator, would I recommend this radio? Probably wouldn't. That's not its main purpose, its main use, in my opinion. But just for those of us that want to have a little fun with a cheap radio, yeah, I think this radio would work for you. Would I recommend it to people that don't have the money to spend on a high-end IC705 radio? Well, it depends. It depends on how much money you have to spend. There's better radios out there for sure. For a little radio that's $125 that you could throw in a backpack, yeah, it might be for you. I'm not going to say I'd recommend it for everybody, but it definitely might be for you if you want something that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on. Or maybe you just don't have the money for HF and you're brand new into ham radio, you just got your general ticket and you want to get onto HF, but you don't have the money to spend $600 even on an 818 or $700, $800, however much an FT891 is now. You don't have that kind of money, but you do have $125, $150 that you could put into a radio. Yeah, this radio might be fun for you. It'd be a good way to get your feet wet. I won't say you wouldn't be disappointed in its performance because it is QRP, and you got to understand that QRP sometimes disappoints you. It just does. If you're like me and you like new things and you like to see what you can do with small stations and a little bit of money, yeah, I think that radio might be for you. But we're going to put this radio through some more tests, and I'm going to have a part 2 to this video. I want to do a park on the air activation with this radio, and I want to see how I can do with it. So that's going to be coming up in a future video. We're going to really put this radio through its paces, and we're going to see what we can do. I'm probably not going to be too pleased with the outcome, just my own personal thoughts, but we're going to see what we can do with it. So that's it. I just want to give a brief rundown of the new radio that I have here, the micro SDR transceiver, and let you guys know what I think. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Until we see you again in a future video, this is Bob, KK4DIV with 73 Outdoors. Bye-bye.